Hi, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, based on your time zone. First, I'd like to apologize to everyone on the challenges with the link. I know that many of you had tried joining at the exact same time, but had challenges logging on. We apologize for that sincerely. And if you had invited any other person to the event, please feel free to forward the email that I just sent over to you, to them for them to join the meeting. This is going to be recorded, so you can always go back and check. And we understand the importance of time, so we are going to go as fast as possible and just work on the LinkedIn hands-on session. So I'm the senior consultant at Tatanar Consulting. I work as a senior product manager at Microsoft for, well, a security product, and I graduated from my MBA at OSU, Fisher College of Business, in 2019. I am the founder of Tatanar Consulting, and it's really been very exciting. Tatanar Consulting actually will be 4 years this year. We focus on graduate school admissions and career coaching, because those are areas in my life where I know that I've had a whole lot of challenges and I don't want people to make the same mistakes that I have made. So I'm trying to ensure that everybody actually learns from my mistake and they actually get the right support, the right information so that they're able to excel. A little bit about us, like I already said before, that are out of a passion for us to achieve, for us to enable young professionals achieve success, irrespective of the direction, through graduate admissions coaching or through career coaching. But I would always say that our focus is to be the plug connecting young professionals and students around the world to always be ready for their next career or academic acceleration opportunity. So how do you get ready? How are you prepared? Because a lot of times sometimes we have just one opportunity, sometimes we have several. The ability for you to be prepared and be ready to take advantage of that opportunity actually determines the outcome. So a lot of people have got several opportunities, but they're not ready, they're not prepared, and those opportunities do not come back. They do not come back, right? And if you're going to be very true to yourself, you would have seen that, oh, you actually got some opportunities that if you were prepared, if you were ready, they would have been really, really good for you, right? So we are here to make sure that you don't miss out on any of those opportunities. So a little bit about our success story so far. These are a few of the schools that our clients have gotten admission offers at, and these are a few of the companies that our clients have gotten job offers at. Right now, we focus mainly, to be honest, on the MBA program. However, we can work on master's admission, for master's admissions coaching and PhD admissions coaching for people that are going to business school. So master's in business analytics, PhD in business, right? That's very well within our wheelhouse. For other master's and PhD programs, you have to submit like an intake form from us for us to evaluate if we have any consultants that work with us that are able to assist you. But for our companies, we have our clients have actually landed roles in the US, in Canada, in the UK, and even in Nigeria, across different industries. So we have a huge success story at that. But all of this is because our clients are interested in putting in the work, and they're passionate about their own success, the way we are passionate about the success too. So a few things about us. Well, we offer one-on-one admissions coaching. We offer a blended coaching. We have an MBA admissions course. We have boot camps. We have video courses for career services. We have different services that can meet your needs at different times. So just let us know, and I will be putting a link to my Calendly for you to sign up for a one-on-one session with me, 15 minutes at any time, if you're interested in learning more about what we do and how we can help you succeed. So today, almost everybody here knows LinkedIn, right? I'm pretty sure everybody here has a LinkedIn profile. What I'm not pretty sure about is if anybody has a LinkedIn profile that is well optimized for their success. So LinkedIn is actually a powerful tool, right? So it's not just for you connecting to like a potential employer. It's connect with people outside your own network connections and ecosystem, basically. So how do you connect with different people that you don't even know? People that you probably share some experiences with, but you would not have the opportunity to kind of meet with them over coffee chat, right? How do you connect with people that you want to learn with, you want to learn from rather? And how do you stand out? Now, this is saying stand out and get noticed by recruiters, but you can stand out and get noticed by anybody, right? A lot of people have been noticed on LinkedIn for speaking events. A lot of people have been noticed on LinkedIn for several things. They have been noticed on LinkedIn for different projects, right? So it doesn't necessarily have to be, oh, I'm looking for a job, that's why my profile has to be great. And when I'm not looking for a job, my profile doesn't have to be great. I want us to actually debunk that, because no, that's not correct. So we'll be discussing like essential tips and tricks. We will actually be doing like a live session. I'll be using my own LinkedIn profile. And then if anybody wants to actually volunteer themselves so that we can critique the person's LinkedIn profile, that would also be good. You can just type your name out there. I can only critique one person. So you can just type, I can choose somebody. You can type your name in the chat, right? So, well, we're going to be discussing like tips and tricks for optimizing your LinkedIn profile, just for you to maximize your job search results, right? So it's when you implement all of these strategies that you increase your visibility on the platform, right? So for some essential tips before I even go into the hands-on session is you need to start with a strong headline and summary, right? Your headline is different from a summary, and I will show it to you session. So your headline is after, like when you have your name, those things that you have underneath it is your headline, right? This is where it kind of pushes out what you are trying to, I would say what you're trying to sell, right? Are you a product manager? Are you a business development manager? Are you in operations? Are you in strategy and consulting, right? Having that strong headline is really good. And your headline can have different things, right? Although I'm not really in support of people having like a lot of long headlines, right? Your headlines can have different things. Now, your headlines are different from your name. That's something that I see a lot, and I laugh about it because people have their name and they have all sorts of certifications in front of their name. It is totally not necessary. Why would you do that? It's too much. It's so overwhelming. So when somebody is looking at you, you just see your name and they'll see like 20 certifications in front of your name. Those things are not your name, right? There are better ways for you to integrate that in your headline and in your summary that would make you easily attractive. Like when I see those things, I'm not attracted to them. Like, why is this person writing all of these things here, right? Because I'm sure you think, oh, well, if I'm an accountant, I should put like my accounting qualification by my name because that's how recruiters look at it. No, from the recruiter's end, they can see, because if you're an accountant, you should include it under certification. When they are searching, right, from the LinkedIn algorithm, they can separate people that have a particular certification from the LinkedIn algorithm based off of what you put in your certification. So it does not have to be in your name where it's making everything like in people say. I know that people have different opinions about this, but it's just too much for me. I mean, if you have one, yeah, but people just have like several, and I'm just like, what's going on here? And then you have like a summary, right? Summary is like the first thing people visit, like when they visit your profile, that's the first thing they see. I'm guilty of this. I haven't updated my summary in a while, right? And I should actually update my summary. I would always say, update your summary as often as possible. It does not mean deleting your entire summary. Just updating it as often as possible is good. So you can update it when maybe you're trying to look for a new job, or maybe your job description in your present job kind of has been updated, or maybe your interest has also been updated. Like you're also passionate about other things, right? It will be good for you to put in your headline. Then you need to use keywords, right, in your profile. Now, when I mean keywords, you would see it from like my profile and the bullet points, right? And I would always say my profile is not like the optimal profile for now. I should actually, based off of everything that we're doing right now, I'm going to take learnings and also go fix my profile. But I can tell you the things that I would say are really great on my profile and what you should improve in your profile, all of your profiles. So recruiters use like keywords to search for candidates. So in your bullet points, so I'll always say, first of all, once you have a very good resume, replicating your resume in your LinkedIn is very important. You can't just put that, oh, you worked in this particular company, and just put it there, and you think a recruiter is going to come and find you. What do you mean by worked in that company? Especially if the company is not even like a global company, and especially if your role is not even like a role that people can easily understand what you have done there, you should be able to include like your bullet points or in your resume, in your LinkedIn profile, and you'll see that there. Because when recruiters are looking for people that match specific roles that they're interested in, they actually search with certain job descriptions. And I'm going to even tell you, I think that's the main reason why when I get a lot of recruiters right now reach out to me, sometimes they reach out to me based off of my prior experience in PwC. And I'm so confused. Like, but I have Microsoft on my resume. Why don't you, or my LinkedIn, why don't you reach out to me? The reason why they're not reaching out to me is because I don't have my Microsoft bullet points. Well, I have one now, but I don't have a lot of my Microsoft bullet points on my LinkedIn profile. So when they are checking it back end, they're not checking it because, oh, this person works at Microsoft. They're checking it because what exactly has this person done? And if this person hasn't listed what they have done at Microsoft, then they're just going to go get somebody else that has listed the right keywords that they're looking for in the role that they're trying to fill. And considering that right now, a lot of people have lost their jobs, it's very important for you to be, I would say, tactical about your job search. And having all of those things on your LinkedIn profile fixed is like the first step for you. So highlighting your accomplishment basically is almost like, it's like the same thing. And I'm going to go through that. Now, customizing your URL. A lot of people don't know this, right? But if you check your LinkedIn URL now, some people say, oh, my LinkedIn URL, Jane Doe 957812. And then what is that? That is too long. LinkedIn has a feature for you to be able to customize your URL. That way, makes it easy for people to find your profile. It also makes it easy for you to share your profile with others. So if somebody asks you, oh, so what's your LinkedIn URL? Because sometimes like there might be several Tomi Abiodun's on LinkedIn. There might be several Oyindamola Adisas on LinkedIn. So if you just say, oh, Oyindamola Adisa, the person might be wondering, oh, how am I able to get that? And yes, if you're beside the person, you guys are able to share like QR codes. But if you're not, you just say, oh, my LinkedIn URL is just LinkedIn/IN/Oyindamola A. And then that's it. That's if you customize your URL to Oyindamola A, it's easier that way. And we're going to go through that. So keep your profile updated. I think that's the first thing that I said. You need to update your profile regularly with your skills, with your accomplishments. And there's some things that we just miss out in our LinkedIn profile because we think maybe these things are not very important. So for example, volunteer opportunities. We just miss out on those things. Why? Why don't you have volunteer opportunities or volunteer positions that you have taken on your LinkedIn profile? Those things should be on your LinkedIn profile. Then another way to get noticed is you need to engage with your network. And I'm going to teach you guys briefly how to do that. I see sometimes a lot of people add me on LinkedIn. They just go add me on LinkedIn. First, you should never add anybody that you actually don't know personally. Like this person is not your family, like you don't know the person personally, the person does not live in your house, the person is not your family member or your best friend. You can't just go and add them without adding a note. That is just the wrongest thing. So I see people just add me. I don't know why you're adding me. Like, this is not social media, right? This is, I mean, it's a social media, but this is not Facebook, right? Why are you just adding me? This is a professional social media network. Right. So you need to be able to tell me why you're adding me. So if you don't add a note when you're adding people on LinkedIn, nobody's going to accept you. Nobody's going to accept you. I personally would not. Because why would I? Like, who are you? Like, why would you just add me on LinkedIn? Why would I? Like, you need to be able to tell me why you're adding me, right? Because you need to be able to tell me, oh, so sometimes you don't even need me for anything. You just want to say, oh, hi, I'd like to add you to my network, probably engage and learn a lot from you. That's fine. That's fantastic. That's good. For some, it might be, I want to add you to my network because I want to learn from you. I want to learn about your role. I want to learn about how you transition from PwC to working in marketing to working in as a TPM. That's also very fantastic. But just adding people without telling them why you're trying to add them is not a good way to go. So you have to implement all of these tips, right? So now I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a while, and then let me share another one. So I'm going to share my screen right now with my LinkedIn profile. And yes, I'm going to pick, I believe it was Adedira that raised her hand up first. So I will be critiquing her own profile. Okay, so this is my LinkedIn profile. Yeah. So this is my LinkedIn profile, right? This is me. This is my homepage where I have like my network. This is people actually reaching out to me. Like these people, I don't know. I'm sorry. Like there's nothing I can do about it. I'm not gonna accept you because I don't know who you are. Like you need to tell me who you are. So this is going to be like bye bye. And then here my notification, of course, and my messages. I won't be going into that one. And then we'll go to profile. So the first thing before I forget is how to edit your public profile and URL. Can you see this thing here saying edit public profile and URL? So if you click on the link, you'll go here that says edit your custom URL. This is where you edit your custom URL. So I couldn't use Tomilola because there's somebody already on LinkedIn that is Tomilola that's our custom URL. So I had mine as Tomilola A. So your custom URL doesn't have to be something long. Normally, if you're not using this custom URL, it's probably like Tomilola A hyphen blah, 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 right? And it doesn't have to be too long. You don't have to put all of your names. Imagine it's a custom URL. So let it be as short as possible. If not, it's going to be too long. So let it be as short, like as short as possible, right? And then you can edit your visibility, right? So for me, if you're looking for a job, it makes sense for you to make sure that all LinkedIn members can see like your headline, your summary. There are some people that on their visibility on their LinkedIn profile, everything is hidden. If everything is hidden, how would somebody reach out to you? Everything can be hidden. People need to be able to see some things, right? I mean, you can hide a few things from people that are not LinkedIn members, but it has to be seen. So my profile is very, very visible to the public because why not? It's okay if you don't want yours to be visible, but if you are actually actively recruiting, your profile should be visible to the public. So let's go back here. So I just updated my picture after 4 years. Thank you, because I know I was having a LinkedIn optimization session. Tell me, how can you have a LinkedIn optimization session that you would not update your profile picture? So I just updated this after 4 years. Anyways, the profile picture there was my profile picture from business school. Well, it was actually after 6 years. My profile picture from business school, which was professional anyways, and I still look the same way. So you don't have to keep updating it. No, you do not. Right. And then you can have like a background if you want, a banner, right? But you shouldn't be too busy, but it's fine. You can have just do it. You can have anything on your banner. That's really nice. So this is my name. I actually put like, you're able to edit this so that people can put as well. So I just put it there so that people can pronounce my name really well. So it's important that people are able to pronounce my name really well. So I recorded my name and I put it there. You don't have to. Some people, what they've done is they have written how you can pronounce, because sometimes the way our names are written is not like intuitive to pronunciation. So you can just write how it can be pronounced. I have Microsoft here as where I presently work, and I have Ohio State University as my education. It's always good for you to have like where you presently work or anywhere you want to highlight. So the thing is, on your profile, you can highlight like one education and one employer. You can highlight that here. Now, this is what I call the headline. So my headline has product manager at Microsoft, of management at Microsoft, founder, career storyteller and job set coach, and enabling international students' career success. So anybody that says this knows that, okay, I'm passionate about product management. I'm a founder and I'm a storyteller. I mean, I might take some things out eventually. I might just take out this enabling international students' career success. Yeah, I didn't put career coach, because career coach is totally different from a job set coach, right? So this is what I am. But a lot of people have way longer things on their headline. I don't want that, and I've put it there. Now, if you are open to work, yes, it'll be good for you to do like you're open to work, but I didn't put that I'm open to work because I'm not open to work. And then LinkedIn has this amazing features if you're providing like professional services. So I can put here that I'm providing these services, so which is good. Now, it takes me to my profile, my summary. My summary is really, really short, right? So I'm a global finance and strategy professional. I am passionate about solving complex challenges and creating value. This year, I just spoke about the diverse experience that I've gained. I should have also included my experience in as a product manager and also my experience as a founder, right? But I also included here, in addition to my professional experience, I'm a coach to young business professionals, and I provide support to help them achieve their goals. So it doesn't have to be too long. Like people have like very long profile. No, it doesn't. 5 lines, 6 lines. Just talk about like a summary about who you are, what you're passionate about. And now I'm quite active on LinkedIn. So I have just 2,000 followers, but okay, fair enough. But I'm always commenting, like I comment on people's posts and stuff. So if you want to see all of my activities, you can see my activities here. Now it goes to my experience now. So for my experience, I am a co-founder of Your Career Zone, which is an edutech company that has a career services marketplace. I have 2 other co-founders, and I'm the technical lead. Yeah. So this is here. The company is less than 3 months old, so I've included it here. So something else that I should have included here is I should have included my skills. So as the technical lead of Your Career Zone, right, what skills do I have? Am I going to use? It should be here, right? I should have included these skills here, but I did not. So I think here, let me see. If you go here, you can add different skills, like different skills that you are using in this one. You can type any skill that you want. And then I can add like media. So for example, here on Your Career Zone, we have like animations, we have a whole lot of stuff that we have done to showcase Your Career Zone to the world. I can add the media here, right? So this is what I should do if I want to edit this one. And as you can see, I was able to, like, this is because Your Career Zone actually is a company on LinkedIn, and that's why my profile is showing. For a lot of people, their companies are not on LinkedIn, and there's really nothing much you can do about that if your company doesn't have a profile on LinkedIn, except it's your own company, then you create a profile on LinkedIn. But if the company that you work for doesn't have a profile on LinkedIn, there's nothing you can do. And then here now goes my Microsoft experience. So for the last 9 months, I've been working in Microsoft Purview. I haven't included any bullet points under Microsoft Purview. So Microsoft Purview is a governance tool, basically. Imagine if a recruiter from another company that is interested in governance wants to hire me. They're not going to reach out to me because I didn't put any bullet point here that has anything to do with what I've done in governance, which I should do, right? So I should include that here. These roles are the same, they're exactly the same roles. And these are like my bullet points in my first 3 years of work as a PMM. Then I should also include skills, but here I didn't necessarily include skills because I have all of my bullet points here are significantly highlighting my skills, my skill set. They're here. And yes, Ijoma, you're asking how do you add bullet points? You just edit. You type it here under description. That's how you add your bullet point. You type it here. You type it here. Then this is my Titanic consulting role. I should actually include like bullet points here. So I just have Titanic consulting self-employed, right? But even if it's a self-employed role, you should include bullet points. This is my internship when I was in business school. This is my work at PwC. So that's all of the job experience that I have so far that I've included here, right? So that's your experience. Now, the things that you need to do, include your bullet points, and your bullet points are not your job description. So that's a totally different ball game, right? When you're thinking about, oh, my bullet points, your bullet points should be optimized because you're looking for, well, your resume bullet point. So if you don't have your resume optimized, that's a totally different ball game, right? Your resume has to look good. And then it's those bullet points from your resume that you will include here. But your experience is not all that you should have, right? So apart from experience, you have like your education. I have my Covenant University degree and I have my Ohio State MBA degree. Now, a lot of times people mix up professional qualification with education. Your professional qualification is not your education. So you have licenses and certifications. So I have 7 licenses and certifications so far. I have a web development fundamental from a coding bootcamp. I have like Microsoft hackathons and some Aspire MBA thing. Then I have like a Microsoft certified Azure fundamentals. I haven't included all of my certifications here, but I should. And I have like my ICANN certification as an associate chartered accountant from ICANN. It's here with my credential ID. If I'd included ICANN under education, it's not going to show up because it's not an education. It's a certification. So every certification that you have that makes sense, you should include it here. Then we have volunteering. So I have 4 volunteer experiences. I have been a mentor to Global Give Back Circle, which is a mentorship program for girls in Kenya. I do it with, well, I wouldn't say with Microsoft, but it's a mentorship program basically. I'm here for 3.5 years. I have an amazing mentee in Kenya who is going to college right now. So those are things I've done. I have been a student volunteer for National Black, and I have been a welfare volunteer for PwC. I've actually done some other volunteering things at Microsoft that I haven't included here, but I should include. So for every volunteer thing that you do, you should include it here. And this is why every little thing that you have done should be documented. So we have skills, right? Skills are, for this particular skills here, they are what you say, to be honest. Right? So this is where your friends endorse you, you endorse your friends. Just be truthful though, right? Do you really have skills? Like a lot of the skills that I have here are majorly like my accounting and task skills, which is like my former life. Right now, I should have more of product development. I should have more of coding skills here that I have that I should include. And then you have friends that endorse those skills, or your network that endorse those skills. So you should go ahead and include as many skills as possible, but be true to it, because if they talk to you about a skill, what if you don't have the skill? Like you should, like you cannot say you have a skill that you should be able to defend your skill. And then I have recommendation. I have given 1 recommendation, 2 recommendations so far, and I've gotten 1 recommendation so far, right? So try to have recommendations. Try to have people give you recommendation, like people that can actually speak to what you have done, right? And it's easier for me to even get a lot of these recommendations out here because I have like a system of documenting my recommendation that people have given me, no matter how small it is outside of LinkedIn. Right? So you need to get your recommendation here. Then your publication. I have 1 publication. I was featured on BCG Global Talents 2018 and 2019, actually. So there are 2 publications. The author is BCG, where I spoke about my story, my journey, and it's all included here. For my honors and awards, I have 3 awards. I was a recipient of the Scholarship for Africa Award for Ohio State. My team won 1st place in the Key Bank Minority Case competition, where we won $10,000 in school. And I'm an MBA ambassador, or was an MBA ambassador. So any other honors and awards that I get will be listed here. This includes associations that I'm a part of, organizations. So aside this, I'm also a member of the National Black MBA Association, and that should be included here, whatever you're a member of. Then you have your interests. Your interest is where I should really talk to you a lot about. I know we're really running out of time. But your interests have top voices interest, company interest, group interest, schools interest. If you are interested in a company, for example, you should follow the company on LinkedIn. You can't tell me that you are interested in a company that you are not following on LinkedIn, right? So if you're thinking about, well, I want to learn more about Apple, for example, about Bank of America, about McKinsey, then you should be following McKinsey on LinkedIn. And how to follow McKinsey on LinkedIn is in the search bar, just type McKinsey and Company. Here, you can see I'm already following them. What that does is anything that McKinsey posts, I see. And then I can maybe learn more about what they're doing. And it's not necessarily about, are they hiring or not? No, because being interested in the company isn't about them hiring or not hiring. It's about your passion for understanding what they do. And when you are trying to talk to other people, like maybe connect with people on LinkedIn, it makes sense that you actually have something that you can use as a base for having the conversation. Because if you know nothing about the company, so what are you talking about? right? So that's for the company. Now, you can be interested in a company, but you also have to be interested in people, like key stakeholders in those companies, like the CEO, for example, the CTO, depending, like if you're a marketing person, you're interested in the CMO, right? You're interested in all of those people. So your interest, you should follow them, because you now start to learn a lot. Maybe I don't really even like this company. Maybe the values don't align with my values. And it really keeps you updated, right? Because it keeps you very focused on what you are trying to learn, what you are trying to get out of LinkedIn. So imagine if you're interested in maybe McKinsey or Delta or whatever company you're interested in, and you've been following the company, you've been following their CTO because you're interested in the technology space, or their CMO because you're interested in marketing. If you get an interview with them and they ask you why the company, you don't have to scramble for why the company. You have all of the information at your fingertips of why the company. All of those things are there for why the company, right? So you have all of those things. So it's important that you follow the companies. Now, you're interested in business schools. If you're interested in going to any business school or any school, any school, doesn't have to be business school, you should follow the school. And the thing about schools, schools have their university profile, and then they have the profile of the college. So if it is the College of Business or the College of Engineering or the College of Humanities, so follow the profile of the university itself, and also follow the profile of the College of Business, College of Humanities, whatever college it is, right? Now, I will take you through the adding people in the network. So let me see. Adeola is the one that raised her name. Adeola Adeniro. This is Adeola. Yes. So now this is Adeola. She's a product manager. I do not follow her, so I click. She's a second connection. What a second connection means is she's connected to somebody connected to me, and her LinkedIn profile is actually already optimized. Adeniro Adeola Mary, right? And I just look at, oh, Adeola has an amazing profile. I want to connect with Adeola. The first thing is, it depends on how you use it. So the way the phone, if you're checking LinkedIn on your phone, is a little different from checking LinkedIn on your computer. Is a little different. I would always do more and click on connect. You can add a note to personalize your invitation to Adeola. I would never click on send, because why will Adeola accept me? Now I want to add a note to her. Hi Adeola, my name is Tommy. I saw you, or you were on the same LinkedIn optimization webinar hosted by Partner Consulting that I attended. I would love to connect with you to learn more about your experience, and career journey so far. Optimize. So here, and it's just 300 characters, so it's not like I can say everything, but this is a way to connect with Adeola. Like, my name is Tommy. You were on the same LinkedIn optimization webinar hosted by Partner Consulting that I attended. I would love to connect with you to learn more about your experience and your career journey so far. And Adeola gets that. It's easier for Adeola, and the thing is, this is not a guarantee that Adeola will accept me, but it's easier because Adeola can see, oh, okay, so we're on the same webinar. It kind of makes sense. I'd like to talk to her too. And she doesn't even have to talk to me. We might just be following each other and sharing tips while chatting. So here, Adeola has a very nice profile picture, which is good to go. She has a banner, which is great. I would say the banner might be a little busy, but that's just me, because something I've noticed about LinkedIn banners are, if you put too many words, they look blurry. They are blurry. They're very blurry once you put too many words, no matter what you do, right? So she's in project management. So she put PMP. Now, this is not bad, right? It's PMP. Where I have a problem is if she has PMP and she has everything. I'm like, why? Like, it's too much, right? Because she can also put here project management professional under her headline. So this can be under her headline also, right? And she includes what she talks about. And I've already sent her a connection request. These are things she's been featured in. And here, this is where she works. Now, what Adela has done here is currently managing a cross-functional team, which is good, right? Because she's presently doing this. But what I would love is, because you have worked for a year and 3 months, you should have quantifiable achievements that you have done, no matter how little, that you can say you have done, just the way you have included quantifiable achievements under your project engineer role in your retail and supply, right? And although I'm not going to go deep into looking at your bullet points, because that's going to be some other resume coaching service, because it's the exact bullet points in your resume that should be here. But you have included bullet points. Now, you worked as an intern at FBS Engineering. Do they have a company, like on a company profile on LinkedIn? If they do, good. If they don't, that is also very, very fine, right? Then education. Now, you don't have to put your grade, to be honest. I like your grade, second class upper, which is fantastic, but you don't have to put your grade here, because you are, it doesn't really matter here. Now, I know that if you're searching for jobs within Nigeria and they ask you, do you have a minimum of a 2-1? Yes, in the application, but you don't have to. What you can do is you can put like an equivalent. So look at your grade and say, is it a cum laude? Is this cum laude, summa cum laude, magna cum laude? And then include that there. And then activities and societies, enactors. Now, I don't know what enactors is. I do not, right? I don't. I have no idea. And maybe many recruiters don't have an idea, or many people that are checking your profile don't have an idea. So if it's enactors, you can put you can put like a parenthesis and explain what an actors is. Then it makes sense to me. But you just say your activities and societies are an actors. I mean, what is an actors? Can you help me? And here, the Autism Awareness Foundation, I don't know, but it kind of feels like they should have a LinkedIn profile. So you need to check that out. Is your volunteering, your licenses and certification. You have a lot of licenses, LinkedIn licenses, which is good. You can include as many licenses as possible here. Especially, you should have your PMP. So, okay, you have your PMP here, which is great, right? So this first aid at work, is it a license or is it like volunteering? But okay, I believe this is a license. All of these things are licenses. But this British International Safety Organization, I believe they should have a LinkedIn profile. I don't know, but you check them out if they have a LinkedIn profile. What's going on? My internet. Sorry, I was a patient. Okay. Okay, so languages, you don't have to put, because first of everything you have written here is in English. You don't have to put language, Yoruba and English, except you're looking for a Yoruba teacher role. Is that what you're looking for? So it's not necessary. Now, if you're thinking through, maybe you want to move to Switzerland, for example, where they speak like 4 languages. There's Dutch, there's French, there's Spanish, and I think there's one other language, I don't know. Then you can include those languages there if you can speak it. But English and Yoruba, maybe not. I won't include that there. Then these are your organizations, then your interests. So you only follow 7 top voices. I think you should follow more top voices, more people. Your companies, you follow a lot of companies. That's fantastic. Like Adiola knows what she wants. She's following all of these companies. And for schools, you follow just 5 schools. Now that's fine. You might not be interested in coming to grad school anytime soon, so you don't have to follow this company and these schools. But if you're interested in coming to grad school in a year, then it makes sense for you to follow these schools, right? So this basically is optimizing your LinkedIn profile on its own. So this is not a webinar. Oh, how do I use LinkedIn? That one is a different webinar. That's something totally different. But this is, okay, how do I even make sure that my LinkedIn profile is optimized? How do I make sure that my LinkedIn profile is good enough for people to be able to reach out to me? Right? That's what you have here. Now, if you're thinking about, oh, how do I use LinkedIn for job search? that's something totally different that would not be talking about today because of our time, but we'll definitely be letting you know if we have like webinars in the future that talk about our how to leverage LinkedIn for job search. But I hope you gained a few things from our session today. I'm going to add my Calendly link in the chat. So if you would like to connect with me to learn more about how Titanial Consulting can help you, can support you, then please let me know. Give me a minute while I put in my, yeah, so that you can use it. Okay. So you can just make like you can book a session with me, and then I'll be happy to speak with you. You can also send an email to anu@titanialconsulting.com, and then we're happy to help. Thank you so much, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. You will be getting the recording of the session, and it will also be posted on LinkedIn. Once again, we apologize for the delay getting this session up and running.
Thank you.
Been so insightful. Thanks a lot.
Welcome.
Thank you for the case study on my profile.